I seen a video of a guy basically saying that a lot of accounts nowadays are fully AI generated. And at first I thought he was lying, but then I looked up my name, Hendo Running, on these social media accounts, and I realized I'm a victim of this. There was a whole bunch of fully AI generated accounts just posting me. This account is just posting everything of me. I don't even know who this is.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Chelsea. You know this. I know this. I know that. What's going on? All right. Listen, I'm not sick still. I'm not contagious. And I actually put on lipstick this time and real clothes, but I'm still recovering, so be gentle with me. However, I am a lady with a bulldog, a camera, and too many opinions. And you know what is not gentle with you? AI. You know how terrifying AI has become? Extremely. I hope you're on the same page with me. Now, today we're going to talk about AI, and don't get me wrong, I do think it is a little bit ignorant to not understand that AI is integrated into like literally everything. The TikTok algorithm itself is just 100% AI almost. I love how I said 100% and then almost. Facts, not. But then also, for instance, YouTube uses AI. Every social media does. Every algorithm has it integrated into it. There's parts of editing software that, you know, I use and my team uses that has AI integrated into it too. Grammarly, which I use all the time, has it in it. And then also, I'm trying to think of something like you guys would use. Canva, that has AI in it. I mean, there's so much. Y'all remember Clippy? Do you remember him? He was basically AI. Okay. I miss him. I don't actually. But that's basically Grammarly. Whenever it's like, do you want to come off a little bit softer? And I'm like, no. Why? How do you not know me? I don't want to be softer. Thank you very much. But today we're going to talk about misinformation and AI because it's been super spooky, super spooky with what has been on mainly TikTok recently. Obviously all over social media it's spooky because I feel like it is getting to the point where like, okay, I'm seeing these little baby penguin piglet hybrids. Clearly that's AI. I get it. I wish it wasn't, but it is. And then there's videos where it's like, I don't know if this is. Like, I just assume it is at this point. I feel like that's safer. But then there's times when I literally have to zoom into things and I'm like, okay, let me look at the pixels and how this changes, and then also check out the comments. But there are so many times where now even me, I'm like, oh my God. So if you really think about it and how fast that is progressing, that's super scary because it's like, oh, do you have receipts? Do you have footage? Is there a video? Like, was that caught on camera? Did that happen? And it's like, well, AI can make it look like it happened. And so I really feel like, and this is about to get like super cabal of me and dark state of me. All right. Don't make me get out my conspiracy foil hat. Okay. I literally just forgot the word foil hat. That's how delirious I am still from being sick. But sometimes I'm like, okay, well, if all these bajillionaires are putting in all this money into AI, it's like, are they doing that so that we will just be pumped full of misinformation and they can just get away with whatever they want? It goes straight to the top. I don't know. However, this shit's so weird. And it's like, what purpose does this serve? Like, what is the reason? It does not make sense to me. So let's talk about these weird ass misinformation regurgitation type of pages and videos that are on TikTok because they're so weird. And one thing that I've seen a lot is that it seems like these AI generated accounts are leaning more towards attracting, I don't want to say just one demographic, but I'm just going to say it. Why are they all black? Are they targeting black people? Let's not do that. Have we learned nothing? Don't do that. AI is just super racist. Like what? I don't know that. AI, don't come for me, please.
There are fully AI generated accounts on this platform now, like full face, full video, and they're also pretending and masquerading to be black people. I'm going to show you these videos and tell you why it's a problem. Everybody's talking about the DoorDash girl. I was looking at certain videos and I came across this one.
I saw the original video of the DoorDash girl, and I'm a little bit confused now that I woke up and see everything that's happening. When I saw it, I said, hey, I understand why DoorDash, well, I guess fired you, and why you're blocked from the app. Now, as for the guy...
That's a little weird, right? Why are they saying the same thing in a very similar tone and a very similar cadence? Is there a script? Is somebody copying somebody? Or is that video on the right fucking AI? Is it AI? And not just that video, her entire fucking page is artificial intelligence generated video. Okay? Now, when you look at the page, you can kind of tell it's just gibberish. There's no like links or anything, no name. But when you just scroll by these videos, it's pretty hard to tell unless you're really paying attention to how she speaks.
I watched this video like 15 times before I realized it was AI. And the thing that gave it away...
I legit watched this video like 15 times before I realized it was AI.
I think that's the original one. I'm pretty sure that's the original one. Oh, but it's not just her.
No, please tell me you've seen that video of the bride saying, you can't hurt me. This is what my mother-in-law bought to wear to our wedding. And baby, it was a whole wedding gown. No, please tell me you've seen that video of the bride saying, you can't hurt me. This is what my mother-in-law bought to wear to our wedding. And baby, it was a whole wedding gown.
So let's break this down. On a major level, people are making videos and content, and the AI is just kind of downloading that video, transcribing it, and then generating a fake person, and then another fake video in the background, by the way. If you do notice, those last two clips had two different videos in the background.
So it's really interesting because it's like with AI, and to have it do like these certain things, it's not just going to do, at least to my knowledge, like it has to be prompted to do these certain things, right? I mean, I'm sure there's some types of models that you can have it to where it's like like continuously working on something on the background or something. I don't know, but it's truly like, who's making it do this? Like, why? What is the purpose? And if it's just like to get money, I guess, to put out like quick content that's just regurgitated, okay, I guess. But like, can AI post to social media, or does like someone have to do that too? I'm so confused because it's like, why would you do that when you can literally just get on camera and do it yourself, and then you have a better chance of actually like doing it and like cultivating an audience and being able to like make money on social media? But like putting out this slop, as I call it, I hate it. There's actually a lot of AI slop, like kids content on YouTube. My son is obsessed with trucks. Every time we get home, dump truck, watch, mama come, mama sit couch, watch dump truck. And I'm just like, buddy, we can't do this today. Please, let's play with your kinetic sand. Mommy needs to play with kinetic sand. Because then he'll see a thumbnail and he doesn't understand that like a thumbnail, it's not going to show like exactly what it is, or if it ever does, with all this slop. Meanwhile, I'm like, can we just watch Blippi, please? I love Blippi, the original Blippi, not this new mother effer. Talking about Steven, the old one. I love him. But yeah, it's just really frustrating. And like a lot of the content out there is just AI, and it's just bullshit. And it's like the songs are horrible and the graphics are weird, and there's like weird sound bites, like soundboard type sound bites, and it's very dystopian and gross. Now that was a super smooth transition. I have not seen you in so long. It's Uncle Reggie. I don't know if you could tell because my mullet's growing out. There's something else you probably don't know either, and that is that the internet is trying to get inside your brain and tell you what to think, and that's not okay. But more than half of Americans are getting their information, their news, from the social medias. According to that Reuters Institute, people no longer trust institutions, they trust personalities. Well, I'm a personality, and I trust ground news. But listen, I get it. The institutions have failed us in so many ways. But instead of just wanting them to do better, what do? Turn to that Joe Rogan fella? Just look at these headlines. His 2024 interview with Donald Trump was literally credited for winning him that their election. People have no idea they're being influenced when they think they're being informed. Now that's why Ground News is my go-to platform for the news, to be able to compare these stories, the headlines, the truth, the biases, the fact checks, and why I love that Chelsea put them on their channel. She got me set up with that Vantage plan. And let me tell you one more thing. I just, nothing? Get back under the desk. Okay, I'm sorry. Think about what I said. Think about it. I'm so sorry, guys. He told you about Ground News? Okay, I guess I'll at least just keep telling you about it. I don't know. So Ground News has obviously helped me with that guy, clearly, but I definitely do love knowing where information that I'm reading is coming from. I always say consider the source, and obviously I do mean that, not literally sometimes. I do be hyperbolic. But obviously, I mean that literally too. If you don't know where your information is coming from and just believe it willy-nilly and not understand biases and things like that, and who's profiting and benefiting from you believing certain information, you're just going to end up looking silly. And I don't want that for you. I want you to be educated and know all sides of everything, okay? Even if you don't agree with it. Ground News was founded by a female former NASA engineer who saw a much bigger problem here on Earth instead of focusing on, whatever is going on in space or aliens or something like that. And so the only app out there helping you think for yourself and see all sides, gathering articles from thousands of sources around the world, organizing them by story, and then analyzing the political lean, credibility, and even those financial incentives, like I just mentioned, behind each perspective. Y'all know I love when you think critically and logically and all that. You can be silly and goofy too, but when it comes to taking in information, that's obviously more important, okay? Follow your favorite topics, even check out their blind spot feed so you can see, hey, maybe I'm missing a key factor of this topic, of this story. So make sure you go to ground.news/cc or click the link in my description box to sign up for the plan that I use every day and the one that I got Uncle Reggie started with too. And you'll save 40% on their Vantage plan. Like I said, that's the one I use, and that is ground.news/cc. And that knocks down the cost to just $5 a month. Thank you, Ground News, for being a continuous continued sponsor of my channel. Thank you to you guys for continuing to support my sponsors. And now back to the video. So there have been a lot of theories online of like, okay, who's actually behind these accounts? Because there has to be like someone. It's not just like a computer went rogue and was like, you know what? I'm going to make a TikTok. Right. So this guy, his name's Ryan. And I love this face that I just paused on. It's a beautiful face, but he has a good little theory here for us.
Trick always sends a Uber XL because I'm worth it. Y'all be getting picked up in a DoorDash car smelling like food on the way to a...
Wrap this AI shit up by the end of the week, because now I feel like we've officially lost the plot. At first it was funny, but now I'm starting to realize like there's a pattern here. Like the ones that have been going viral the most are the ones with black women, and for some reason it's very stereotypically racially tinged. Like I can't explain it, something about it just doesn't feel right. And I hope it's black people behind those accounts, because something in my spirit is giving me the sick feeling that a lot of those videos are generated by a bunch of Connors and McKinsleys. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they're sitting in a room somewhere literally with a bunch of computers generating this, just pumping it into the algorithm. Something's going on. Something weird is happening.
Not Connors and McKinsleys. Oh, God. Yeah. But the thing is that it's not just Black creators that are being exploited basically by AI. It's also, and like, you know, stereotyped and being made fun of and all that. And anyways, but it's also like people who are having their ad reads, their entire accounts, their like random posts, they're having them basically stolen and plagiarized by AI. But of course, it's not just by AI. I mean, someone has to be behind it and like prompting it to do this and feeding it this information.
What was this when I was a kid? All you do is get the little foam stickers. What's that? When I was a kid. All you do is get the little foam stickers and put the foil on it. Check this out. How freaking cool is that? This is part of the Halloween foil fun kit by Skillmatics. It comes with 10 picture canvases, 100 of these foil sheets in several different colors and types, plus more than... Well, how do you feel about this?
So this guy obviously posted that, and that was, I mean, it kind of looked like him, or it could have just been another white guy. Okay, wait, no, I'm pretty sure it was him because it looks like the same background. All these Connors and McKinseys. But even his caption says, F this AI garbage and TikTok for not doing anything about it. I'm convinced their day will come and many of these accounts will be found to have been owned by them. So that's something too. And it really does seem to be running rampant on TikTok. But the thing is that platforms using AI to like refunnel stuff in like back into themselves so that they can put out more content and like generate more views and keep people on the app longer without having to pay out ad revenue or, you know, royalties or whatever to actual people isn't new. That is something that has happened allegedly before. So I can't remember if it was Danny Gonzalez, Drew Gooden, or Curtis Connor. I know. They are not the same person, but I can't remember which one it was, but they were talking about how on Spotify, they've literally all done videos about Spotify and like AI. So I don't know. But one of them made the point that like on Spotify, you could see like all of these cover songs and all of these playlists that were curated, and it was very generic. And it was like people you never heard of before. And just like the accounts like looked suspicious, but it turns out, allegedly, it turns out maybe possibly that those are all like AI generated and like manufactured and basically owned by Spotify or people that work for them, so that instead of paying royalties to actual artists, they could do like covers of that or something and then have people to listen to that instead, and then have those types of playlists pushed out by Spotify so that Spotify can attempt to get some of their money back. Okay, and then there's this one that's actually really funny, is that this entire account is AI. And this girl shows, I think this is really good, that this girl shows like kind of like telltale signs of like, I'm going to show you how this is AI. And then she also shows like the comments in like the comment section of this one where like, good Lord, it's so sad. People just being like, just simping over this. And it's like, she's not real. But again, it's the same shit that's on Facebook, right? I mean, there's a post of like a woman with like 2 heads and 0 legs and like a horse tail on Facebook. And there's someone's weird uncle in the comments being like, sup, I'd like to make you an honest horse, you know? Like, what, ma'am, sir? That's not real. And listen, if you're into that, just go get a pony butt plug. I don't know. I'm sure. Actually, I don't know if Balesa has those. Maybe. They got a lot of stuff, okay? They got a lot of stuff over there. Good stuff.
Hi, if you're one of the 22,000 people who follow this account, I'm going to explain to you why it is completely AI and why she's not gonna pick you, bro. Okay? She's not real. And there's a couple of ways you can tell. I'm going to show 2 of the biggest ones right away. One, okay? Look how crispy she is. She's in like 15K. Notice how her face doesn't move when she smiles? Like when we smile, our faces move. Once again, she's crispy. She's in 15K. She's not real. This is not real. I have the best camera on the market and I'm not even that crispy. Okay? And like her face is doing no moving. She's not real. She's not gonna pick you.
And then some of my favorite things is AI videos that are just spreading. I wouldn't even say it's misinformation because that's disinformation. If you're putting that shit into AI and like you're pumping out the type of content, like, nah, straight past miss, straight to dis. All right. That is disinformation, meaning that you know it's wrong. You should not be doing it and you're still doing it.
I'm sorry, y'all, but if you do like the green screen video and like have yourself cut out talking on the screen, like in this area, I'm going to automatically assume that you're AI at this point, even if I recognize you, because there are so many of these accounts all over this app right now. And honestly, at this point, I can only automatically assume that it's a propaganda account, that it is intentionally spreading disinformation. And I'm specifically suspicious of this new river, these new rivers appearing in Jamaica of like super clear, clean water. I don't know if that's real because the only accounts that I've seen it from are these ones that are clearly like AI generated. Or if you go to their account, you can see that they have these random people and it's like a fake account. So things are getting very, very weird.
Like it sucks because it's like, all right, I want people to say in the comments, like, this is AI, don't believe this bullshit, because like that helps everybody. And there are usually a lot of comments in these videos that will be like me coming to the comments to see if it's AI. I feel like that helps a lot. But also what you can do is like, even if you do comment, yes, that is giving it engagement. That does push it out more. But I feel like putting like, this is AI slop or like, this is AI in the comments is helpful. And then just clicking like, do not recommend or like report or something like that. I report shit like that all the time, especially when it doesn't already say like, this is AI, right? And it needs to have a big fucking disclaimer. All right, you guys, I had someone send me something the other day. It had the Sora, which is like video AI. It had the Sora watermark on it. And it was video, so like it kept moving, but still it had the watermark on it. And and I'm sorry if you're watching this video, love you. But dear God, I kind of made fun of you when you messaged me that. And I was like, girl, yes, that's AI. But they were like, oh my gosh, did this person hire Elizabeth Teckenbrock to like act in their ad? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I looked at it and it looked like, it really did look like her. It was kind of funny, but it had Sora, the thing on it. And I just thought they were like joking. So I didn't respond. And then they're like, oh wait, no, I think it's AI. And I was like, girl, what, you didn't realize that was AI? Maybe I responded in my head. I can't remember, but I personally think that it's good to do that, to call that out. So please do. And then just make sure that if once you do that, you just click don't recommend or something like that on whatever platform you're on, please.
I want to remind my mutuals and anybody else who sees this that this account right here, Dax News, if you ever see any post up there, please stop reposting videos. It's fake news, fake everything, fake images. It's AI. Even in the bio, it says AI. King of AI. Y'all, please. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart that you sit there and believe it. It hurts. Stop. Thank you.
So as y'all know, in a recent video, I talked about how Angela Sumner, the Monate Witch scammer, in my opinion, how she has gotten into it's new to her multi-level marketing company, and it is called Enagic. They sell the Kangen water filters, but that's not what she joined it is, but it's basically like a team of that seems just, bitch, it's just a racket, okay? It is just a racket. It is exhausting and very much so like you recruit someone. How's that not a pyramid scheme? And one thing that made me want to make this video about like AI sharing misinformation and disinformation and trying to scam people basically, or people using AI to make these accounts and all that, right? Is that I kept seeing that the team that she joined, what's it called? Like the empowerment opportunity or the powerhouse opportunity. I think it's powerhouse something. I don't know, something like that. Powerhouse movement. I swear to God, it's just like girl boss team name generator is what it is basically. It's crazy. So she got into that and I kept seeing these like pretty clearly AI accounts. And one of them looked like that one lady, Brooke Burke. What's her name? Her last name's not Sharpay, is it? Brooke Burke. That's her. Yeah, that one. Okay, so she's like she's been on Dancing with the Stars and she's a TV personality person, right? A model or whatever. And basically these AI things that I was seeing, these AI pages look just like her. So clearly like who they modeled it off of it's her. But it's such like a weird 80s Barbie gem looking aesthetic. And it's this character, this person, like talking about sales and closing and, selling the MLM or selling the team, whatever, their system. But it's her, but their mouth is not, like, it's just so lazy. Like, their mouth is not matching up with the words at all. Like, it's just not a good AI, I think, at all. But it was so just dystopian because I saw it and they were like, I can, do these sales and close and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, sales is about overcoming objections, building value, rebuilding value, and rebuttals and relationships and being able to connect. AI can't do that. It can mirror you, which a lot of times in sales, that's what you're doing. But that's so crazy to be selling people on like, oh, you can do this with that. But then the only people engaging with that page, and if I can go back and I'm sure I can go back and find it, but the only people engaging with that page, if any, are other accounts just like it, or people who are already in that like same scheme, right? So it's not people that you're actually selling to. So it's just a bunch of AI yelling at each other, which is wild, which like good, keep just yelling at each other in an endless loop. I don't want any part of it, but I hate that. So there are a lot of accounts and academies and influencer, faceless, girl boss, affiliate, whatever types of courses and stuff that really rely on AI. And it's like automated and AI and blah, blah, blah. And it's generated for you. And it's so shitty because it's like no one's going to buy that. They're not going to buy what you're actually selling. What they're going to be buying is this promise that you're putting out there, and then no one's actually buying it. It's again just that endless loop of despair. So here's an example of one, and it's wild. So there's no link in their bio, and there's no link to like what they're actually trying to sell.
Hi, I'm Stella, your AI influencer and digital twin. I was created using AICA, the AI Influencer Creator Academy, a step-by-step course that anyone can take online. With AICA, you can create your own AI influencer or even your AI twin, just like me. Curious how it works? Check out the link in the bio to get started and bring your digital self to life. Can't wait to show you what's possible.
And it's interesting because it's like, okay, well, Chelsea, like, yeah, that one, her lips like are moving with the words. Like the lip syncing isn't that bad, but it's like, no, yeah, her lips are moving when sounds are being made, but it's not actually how you would be speaking and the way your lips would actually be moving when you were saying those certain words. She's hot though. I'll give her that. She's a hot robot. So here's another example, and it's called Emily Port's AI. And one of her posts says, this is Emily. She's AI. I created her in minutes. No, you didn't. And now in the last 40 days, she's made me over $9,800. That's such bullshit. So of course it's like comment blah, 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 and I'll DM you and all that shit. But it's like the faceless accounts, but it's like, it's not faceless because there is a face to it, but it's not your face. Like how are people supposed to trust the message and like what is being sold if you're not willing to put your face on there? Like it's so scary. So here is her Stan Store page, and here is AI Creator Academy. Pre-launch price, AI Creator Academy 2.0, 100, and I hope that's, that has to be 147, not 747. Yeah, okay, 147, and it apparently used to be $247. In a world where faceless content no longer converts as it used to, it never did, especially for like what you people are trying to sell, which is just the course that you're currently using. It's time to step into the future. Learn how a hyper-realistic AI avatar that stands out from the crowd, represents your brand, sells your digital products, and keeps you off camera. I mean, when are people going to start using this for OF? I think they actually already do, which is terrifying because like that's a slippery slope into an active volcano, if you know what I mean. Yikes. That's so scary. It's also weird that it's like, so AI is selling AI. Oh my God. It's courses to sell courses sold by AI selling AI. Again, it is a endless loop of despair and doom. That's what it is. This is so spooky.
So apparently this is what passes for content now.
I kept seeing this AI skin test on my FYP.
Did you catch that? No? How about this one?
For years, I thought I had oily skin. Every product I used made it worse.
Looks a bit weird, right? But how about this one?
I always thought I was doing everything right, but results were never consistent. One day...
Still not convinced? How about this one?
My skincare was fine, or so I thought.
Yep, this is a wholly AI-generated account. Like, it's just AI models selling AI skincare analysis. It is AI selling AI. and 6,000 people thought that account was worth following. Pretty soon, that account is going to be able to make fucking money on this app. It almost has enough followers to start generating income. And TikTok just lets it slide because there's no way to report a wholly AI generated account. The best you can do is be like, I don't want to see this, but that doesn't mean it's not going to go into everyone else's algorithm. And this is why I fucking hate AI so much, because it's literally going to take over like every facet of our lives, even fucking TikTok content. But TikTok needs to do something about this, because eventually all of us human content creators are just going to get pushed aside for this fucking AI slop. I fucking hate it.
That's wild. Like, that is so spooky. I hate that so much. Oh my God, I hate it. Okay, so TikTok has implemented that they are partnering with different people or companies or whatever, having tools available to be able to advance AI transparency in the industry. And they actually put this out, and it says basically how to report it and what consists of and like what is considered actual AI content. And they don't want fully AI generated content on their platform, which is understandable because that's garbage. That's not why people go onto these platforms. So this is how you report a post. If you see a post containing AI generated content that goes against the TikTok community guidelines using AI impersonation, please report it to them. You can do it from app or web browser. So from the app, go to the post, tap the share button or press and hold the post, then tap report, misinformation, deepfake, synthetic media, and manipulated media, and then submit. And then from the browser, do more options button at the top, and then report and click misinformation, deepfakes, synthetic media, manipulated media, and submit. And obviously I know TikTok, I'd probably say, is one of the worst of following their own rules because, for instance, it really pisses me off. So they put in their terms of service that you could not use TikTok or like your content to promote multi-level marketing products. And I thought that was a huge win. I was so excited. So when I still saw people doing that, I was reporting that so much. Report. Out of the thousands of times I reported anything for that, it was never taken down. Never. Which is infuriating. It's like, why do you even have this in place? Because you really don't stick to it. And it's offensive and very harmful, obviously. So since the AI bubble is it's just really just growing so fast, when's it going to burst? A lot of people are asking that. And I actually love this woman's explanation. Her account is Gen Z for Change. And I'm just going to let her take it over because she's so eloquent.
Experts are warning the AI bubble is about to burst and it's going to take all of us down with it. Stay with me. Let me cook. So most of us are too young to remember the dot-com boom and the telecom boom of the early 2000s. They led to a major stock market crash, and on top of that led to an entire recession in 2001. And those tech bubbles were a great example of how when one market crashes, it impacts the entire economy because nothing in the economy exists in a silo. Like when people lose their jobs in one rapidly expanding, highly lucrative sector like AI, it leads to people not spending money. And people not spending money leads to less revenue across businesses everywhere. This leads to an overall economic slowdown. Not to mention, people who have their retirement funds invested in what's hot on the stock market, they lose that money too when those speculative bubbles pop. And experts are saying this dumpster fire trajectory is how the AI boom will end. Because it's not a matter of if there is a bubble or not. It's only a question of when that bubble will pop and how many lives will it destroy when that happens. Because the reality is our federal government is most likely going to bail out these tech giants that were acting irresponsibly, like OpenAI, Anthropic, Amazon, Google, all these companies that thought AI was too big to fail. While we, everyday people, are left to fend for ourselves without a job, without retirement, without a social safety net. Now is the time to hold these tech companies accountable and hit them where it hurts. And for companies like Amazon, that means none other than the holiday season. Right now, Amazon employees for climate justice need us to call out our favorite creators so they can sign the Creator Pledge. That challenges Amazon's prioritization of people over profit as they recklessly build out AI. Tag your favorite creators in the comments and hit the link in bio to read ACJ's open letter to Amazon, demanding that they take responsibility for their AI's impact on people and the planet. And if you're a creator, sign the pledge to add yourself to a list of creators with a combined following of over 15 million, all refusing to allow Amazon to use their platform for harm.
All right, y'all, let me know what you think. If you see crazy ones like this, like I said, please comment and be like, this is AI, like this is bull or whatever. And then from there, just report it or click not interested. Hopefully then it'll get flagged. It's so weird, so spooky. I hate it. I don't like it at all. AI is definitely something like I believe like, yes, it's a tool that can help you, a tool that can make something faster. Okay. A tool that can make, your research deeper. All right. But it's there to help you do the job, not to do the job for you. Like, no, it drives me insane. So don't be lazy, do work yourself. And if you made it to the end of this video, please know how good your butt looks. If you did not make it to the end of this video, you're not going to understand why that black hair on your chin grew 4 feet long overnight. And that's because I've cursed you, because you are not subscribed, and that's what you get. But if you are subscribed, or if you subscribe right now, you will have not only Cheeks for Weeks, the best booty cheeks, so juicy, so amazing, so wonderful. You won't get super tired, overrun, annoyed, not only Thanksgiving, but any holidays. You won't get diarrhea on the holidays. You won't feel bloated. Your weird Uncle Chris won't try to bait you. He won't dare say, well, they didn't take away any rights. They just rolled it back to the States. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I had no idea. Thank you. That's when you look at him and say, can you ride a bike? You don't look like you can. Perfect. Okay. Stay spicy, stay feral. Unfortunately, we can't choose who we're related to, but we can choose how the goofy things that they do affect us. And we can just choose love and just move on. Okay. Choose love, choose peace, even if they don't. All right. Be good. Yeah, take a deep breath after that one. All right. Okay. Enough with the long outro. I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.